guys, welcome to today's Big Brother Over the Top updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Kate Snyder. What's up, Kate? I hope you're enjoying this season and having a great day. And if you guys want to be house guest of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Alright, so yesterday, we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Yesterday, Shelby and Morgan were chatting in the HOH room, and they feel pretty good about Justin working with them this week. However, they are a little bit nervous for next week. They feel like there's a really good chance that he's going to float back over to Jason once Danielle is gone. So they're trying to figure out how to keep him close next week. So here's what they want to remind him. Number one, this is a Final Four deal. This is not just like a week-to-week thing here. Like, you agreed on Final Four. Number two, we are giving you so much power by essentially giving you this care package next week, because with Danielle gone, Justin will be the only person left who is eligible to receive the care package. So it's kind of a big deal. Number three, Jason has been plotting against you this week and other weeks. So is that really who you want to work with? He's not loyal to you. Why are you being loyal to him? And last but not least, do you want to win this game? Like, who are you planning on going to the end with? They want to, remind Justin he's got a better chance of winning against them than against Jason, or I was going to say Chrissy, but okay. So anyway, they also, at the same time, want to make sure that Jason feels safe next week, because they want him to throw the HOH competition. And I know that sounds crazy, but Jason has been saying that he wants to be able to play in the final HOH, which is after this next one. So he doesn't really want this upcoming one. I don't think Jason is as safe now as he was before, so I think he's going to change his mind on that. But he was saying, in past seasons, the last HOH everybody gets to play, but they're not sure if that's going to happen this year because it's a Final 3 instead of Final 2. So they're wondering if they can also maybe convince Justin and Chrissy to throw the HOH competition, because the plan and the deal that they made is to get rid of Jason next week. So they want to make it easier on Justin and Chrissy and make sure that they're not going to have to take out their own friends. So they're like, maybe everyone will throw the HOH. I'm thinking Morgan and Shelby are being a little bit hopeful there. So then last night it was time for part 2 of the safety ceremony. Shelby saved Morgan, duh, which means that Jason and Danielle were nominated. So Shelby comes downstairs and her speech was, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. And then, she ran away back to the HOH room. Like, it was literally a brisk walk, and she was like, looking back. So she goes back upstairs, and it was pretty quiet for a minute in the living room, and then Danielle brings out her sarcasm. She's like, I'm so shocked. She's quite the gamer. So then, yesterday was a big deal in the Big Brother kitchen. First of all, they figured out how to use the toaster. Then Morgan and Shelby were like, let's use the grill in the backyard. So Danielle says that she wants to see the girls explode trying to use the gas grill. That's really nice, Danielle. Really nice. So a little while later, Justin is helping them out with the grill, and Danielle's like, Justin's a traitor, making food on the grill for Shelby and Morgan when we've been asking him for weeks and he never did it. And she actually, made some sort of comment about it to Justin, and he was just like, guess what? These girls prep their own freaking food, and I just helped them grill it. If I was going to make it for you guys, I'd have to prep everything and grill it. So that's what's up. All right, so then Justin, Morgan, and Shelby were grilling their kebabs in the backyard. They come back in, and Shelby's like, there's a lot, so, everyone can have some. And it was just super awkward. All right, so even Jason is getting sick of Danielle right now. He was outside with Justin and Chrissy, and he was like, all right, even if Morgan is America's nominee, we should still vote out Danielle. Oh, shit! So he was like, if Morgan's up on the block, it's going to prove that she's got no chance to win this because America is not in her corner. And he wants to take out a big threat like Danielle. She is a threat to his game. So he's like, we got this opportunity. We may as well just go with it. So then they all have a major vent session about Danielle. They're all saying they're going to vote her out. But Chrissy's still like, nah. It's more Jason and Justin saying like, yeah, let's get her. So then Chrissy and Jason are having a game chat in the backyard, and here we go with the HOH. Jason says originally he did not want to win this next one, but now he's like, I gotta fight for this because you know, everybody wants me out, so I gotta get this. All right, so that clears that up. But then Chrissy's like, all right, for next week, we need to take out either Shelby or Morgan. And they're definitely leaning more towards Shelby because she's a bigger threat to win than Morgan. She's done a lot more in the game. She's better at competitions. And Chrissy's saying if we get rid of one of them next week, it's going to guarantee me and Jason final spots in the final 3. So Chrissy is pretty much already banking on being there, but you know what? Like, everybody is planning on dragging her there because they don't think that she can win. And she's like, I'm the only one that's not afraid to go to the final 3 with Jason and Justin. You mean you're the only one who's not afraid to get 3rd place? I don't understand why Chrissy thinks that, like, she's been playing this amazing game and, like, all this strategy and stuff. I haven't really seen it, but she's convinced that she's going to be able to beat everybody in the end, and she's like, keep underestimating me, guys, I got this. So then Jason brings up something interesting. He's like, so I was talking to Justin before, and he mentioned something to me that kind of sounded a lot like a Final 4 deal with Shelby and Morgan, and Chrissy's like, oh, what? What are you talking about? Like, do you think they made some sort of deal and just didn't tell me, but I'm, like, in the deal? Come on, Chrissy, you're gonna have to do better than that. So, yeah, she's continuing to lie about this Final 4 deal with the Ball Smashers. So, and Jason knows what's up. So today, this morning they had America's nominee reveal, and it was Morgan. So then Shelby lets everybody know because there are 6 people left. Everyone will be playing in the Power Veto competition. All right, so then Morgan, oh my God, I'm on fire today. Morgan and Shelby were hanging out in the lounge room just waiting for the competition. Justin comes in. He asks Morgan, like, how you doing? 'Cause she's up on the block now. And she's like, I'm fine. I expected it. And then Justin's saying, like, I'm going to do my best to carry out this plan because he's saying, like, he's going to win this veto and use it on Morgan. So then Shelby starts sobbing. She's just like, I'm so stressed out and I can't lose Morgan. So she's really turning on the waterworks, and Justin's like, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. We just got to make sure Danielle doesn't win. For sure, for sure. So then Justin is reassuring her. He leaves. Shelby stops crying, looks over at Morgan and goes, she was freaking faking it. Yeah. All right. So then she's really working Justin. It was time for the Power Veto competition. It was another individually timed one in the backyard. So the order for this one, Jason, Shelby, Justin, Chrissy, Danielle, and Morgie. All right, so then before they went to their separate rooms, you know they give them time to, like, use the bathroom and gather their snacks. Before they go to their separate rooms, Danielle confronts Justin, and she's like, we've all been loyal to you, and last week I kept you over Whitney during the double eviction, and, like, I didn't have to do that. And Justin's like, whoa, like, I just helped the girls barbecue yesterday because, like, I didn't want them to blow themselves up. And Danielle's like, I was just kidding about that, but, like, we were loyal to you. So then Justin's like, all right, whatever. So he goes to the have-not room where he's hanging out by himself. He's like, I can't trust Danielle. He said, I can't trust the booty and I can't trust that smile. So then it was time for the competition. So for this one, they had to set up this path of giant dominoes from start dot to the finish dot. So they had to, like, make this winding path. And throughout this path, there were 3 questions. Each question was, like, under this, what would you call that? A gate. Okay, so there was, like, the question, and then there were 2 options for the answer. So you had to direct your dominoes through however you were answering. So for the questions, if you get it wrong, you get a 3-minute penalty. So you could get a total of 9 minutes in penalties if you got all of them wrong. Are you okay over there? All right, so the questions. Number 1, which past house guest was with you the longest, Paul or Jeff? And the correct answer for that was Jeff. Number 2, in which competition were more shots attempted? Veto for sale or perfect shot? I think this tripped some people up because they couldn't remember what competition was what. So Veto for sale was the golfing one, and perfect shot was the HOH one where they had to roll the ball down the windy path. And the last question, oh, sorry, the answer for that was perfect shot. And the last question was, which competition lasted longer, balance of power or veto vault? So, I really suck today. Balance of power was the one with the balance beam, where they had to transfer the balls back and forth. And Veto Vault was the one where they had to figure out what was different in the house and punch in the code to get the veto. All right, so the results. I'm going to give you guys the total times with the penalties included. So Jason's time was 14:58. He had 1 penalty. Shelby's time was 9:38. No penalties. Justin, 14:18. 1 penalty. Chrissy, 16:06. 1 penalty. Danielle really crapped the bed, man. Her time was 23:13 with no penalties. Morgan, 19:37 with 2 penalties. So that means that Shelby won the power of veto. Sorry, I'm excited and I'm whatever. Okay, so POV ceremony is tomorrow. I think it's pretty obvious that Shelby's going to use it on Morgan. And then there will be no replacement nominee because she was America's nominee. All right, so let me know what you guys think in the comments, and until tomorrow, much love.